Welcome back, everybody, girls and boys. So this video is about a full review on the #1 grow tent within the cannabis industry and market, Gorilla Grow Tent. Okay, and this is suggestions, all of these obviously and this is for the product development team. Okay, and making markings, 1 foot markings on your post. Oh, I forgot my ruler. Making actual ruling markings, at least in the foot in inches, like 1 foot 6 inches, at least minimum. But if you can, like a ruler marking like this, like a ruler ball on all the posts, because I use it as reference. Because, like I said, when I do everything, I take measurements. Okay. So look, because I use it as a reference point. Okay. For many things. So what I recommend is making minimum 1 foot markings and the 6 inch, so you're like halfway of the foot. Yeah, so that's what I did. I marked my posts, all of them, even the top ones, and I even put what measurements is right there was the height, and that's how I was able to space everything, because I took measurements. And like I said, if you were to measure all my spaces, they're all the same, so I'm very symmetrical. So that's another one, is to add markings, because then okay, my pot is 1 foot. Then I could set my first trellis at the 2nd foot or 3rd foot. Like if you look at my videos, like my girl, that's pretty much what I do. I use this for many as reference to guide me, when I could flip, total distance, and that's why, like my height. So having those poles and markings as a reference, it has a lot of many points. And I don't want to make this too long, but it has a lot of benefits having markings on the pole, man, trust me. Okay, and then it's another DIY little MacGyver that I did, because no one's doing it. No company has thought of it, and no one is providing that service. Like, well, might as well put the markings, so you could be symmetrical. So when you put your net trellis, it's perfectly level, dude. Every corner, this is my 4 foot mark. This is my 4 foot mark. And it just helps you become a smarter, more efficient, better gardener. And yeah, so like I said, the back door, do the little overlaps, and then reinforce it with the Velcro. Either lining strip, whole lining strips all the way, or just some, nice chunky strips. Okay. And then another suggestion, something that no grow tent company is providing, which no one is handy. No one can do DIYs. Like I did my little DIY power grid with electrical tape. By trade, I'm an electrician. I'm an electrical engineer. So I'm handy. Some people don't like taking measurements, and you know what I mean, and then having everything precise, and this, my grid is perfectly symmetrical. All my squares are all accurate. They're precise. They all have the same measurements. So if you can design and provide different on the actual tent. Like it comes, you guys manufacture one, you guys, however you guys want, but provide a, you know, the tents, the new designs, the new models with actual par grid tips, and then give the options, you know, because I'm using the square foot, literally, you know, this 12 inches, like 12 inches, or you know, 1 foot by 1 foot, you know. And some people want to do smaller squares, you know, even cut this into 4 squares, you know. So you guys could provide that one, you know, the more, so you could take more readings. But it's up to you. But that's just a suggestion, a recommendation. It would be nice if you will be the leaders and can provide that, you know, just literally, because not everybody's handy. Not everybody could do a par grid test, you know, or you know, want to take the time or go through the trouble, whatever's. But if you can, like on the checkout, give the options. Oh, do you want the solid grid or the 4 grid, like more readings, you know? So you guys could provide that option, you know. And like I said, all the markings, so people, you know, won't be here with a ruler and Sharpie, and no, it already comes. You guys already provide that, all the measurements and all the posts, and then you guys provide a par grid test, you know, a grid to take, you know, your readings, you know, and you know your uniformity, your intensity, your micromoles, all that good stuff, you know. So you could have your vapor pressure deficit, your DLI, all that good stuff. So that's another one. And I don't know if you noticed that throughout my whole tent, there's another one. I run a seal environment, completely closed loop seal, because I pump CO2, right? I pump my CO2, which is right here, look. And this is the big tank. So since I pump CO2, and it's expensive, it's over $50 to fill up this tank. It's not cheap. And to, you know, literally not exhaust it and expel it, what I do is took an extra step and I seal my whole growth tank. Look, even if you look at the bottom, look, because I already removed the spill trailer, right? So look, so I have the flex. And I did this before I installed the framing, you know? And I thought about it, I should have grabbed a wider one so it would have covered more surface area and it would have been a better seal, you know? But yeah, so if you could tell my tent, I went ahead and I did the seal like as much as I can, and everywhere, on all, even the ceiling. I used a whole row, you know, of this flex. And I went to Home Depot, and look, it wasn't enough, because right here, this is where I finished, because I didn't want no air escaping through the zipper, since the outside doesn't have this overlapping, you know. And like I said, this could even have some Velcro here, because you can't even see it, so then it could stick, you know. So that's another thing. That's another suggestion too, adding the Velcro here and here, if you another one, and then so it could stick, you know, and it makes it more of a seal. But like I said, you guys could provide that yet again on the checkout box if you guys want the standard traditional grow tent, or the new design, the seal one, where you actually in your factory where you're manufacturing them and producing them, you guys are doing this. You guys are providing, and you know, people want to make a seal room, closed loop, and provide CO2, you know, and then spread it through their oscillating fan. Then, because it's just, like I said, it's expensive, and to, you know, literally maximize, you know, everything, utilize every single ppm, you know, So you guys can provide and give the option of selling the grow tent that they're sealed. They're sealed, you know, all around, everywhere. So yeah, so I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, so my whole tent is sealed. Okay, top and bottom, and then right here, you see, I still need some. I see I ran out of tape, because else I would have put some here and here. But yeah, so you see, I ran out of tape. But for the most part, that roll almost cover. I forgot how many feet it was, but even right here, I tried to do it right here, you know, but it kind of like, but still, it's there. So like I said, I try my best to make my whole grow tent into a sealed grow tent, you know, because it's not being provided. No one, I don't know if they have thought about it or they have conceived the thought, but yeah, but I feel that there's growers that take that approach, that method, that style, you know, of seal rooms, you know, and then it you know, because for example, look, like, then you have to seal your whole environment. Like for example, you know, like the environment that the tent is set up is in the garage, and look, this is what I had to do, the seal, you know, seal for the ends and the outside. Look, and I went to Home Depot and I bought that foam expansion, you know, and I seal everything, even the concrete, the bottom. Look, so here's the bottom. You see, so, and that's for preventative care, you know, for insects, you know, because you're trying to exclude pests and things and rodents and things, and you know, I even sealed that up there. I don't know if you guys can see with the caulking. Yeah, because ants were coming in and out through there. So I sealed even the living space, the environment that the tents are in. So I decided, well, you know something, might as well seal my whole grow tent as much as I can. But I honestly think Gorilla Grow tent family, you guys could be the first ones to provide it. And like I said, even wider strips, and just provide that option, you know, that it's if a grower wants to run and do his CO grow room, they have the option now, and they don't have to do. Cause trust me, man, I didn't film it. It would have been good content, but I'll probably do my other tents. I'll do my. If you guys send me a tent, I'll do it to that one. Yeah, you know, I'll do it to that one. You know. Really, that'd be cool. I wouldn't mind, and I'll buy the wider one and the thickest, biggest roll, and the widest roll too that there is. Okay, and then I'll do it. I'll show how to seal your grow tent for a closed loop and running CO2. You know. Okay, so that's another one. Let me see. Oh, let's see. I'm thinking. Yeah. So, like I said, markings and other posts, because like even right here to centerize my light, so the weight can be even and distributed, because this light fixture is 30 something pounds. Okay, let me actually now go through my journal, my notes with you guys together. Alright, let's go right here on the floor. This is my journal, and I have a lot of precious information. This electrical circuits, you know, combination, breaking down a complex combination circuit, which is serials and parallels, into a simple series circuit. Yeah. So this is my notes of different, comparing soil ingredients. This is like years, like 15 years of just notes and research and all this good stuff. So okay, so it is 8 feet 8 inches. I have my notes, and it's 104 inches. Okay, that's the seating height. That's why I'm able to put this grow tent to be this to the 8 feet. Okay, So let's go. Cause I put my little thingies. Okay. So this how this is like. So the Grosso controller, I have it, and it's still the same. As far as the price, $5.99. I mean $4.99, which is $500. And I'm gonna tell you guys how much was the original when they barely came out back in 2012, 2013. The 5x5 Gorilla Grow Tent. It used to be $655.99. That was the original retail price. And then they dropped it, which I think is still currently. It's $388.95. But it dropped almost $300 plus or minus, give or take. But yeah, but originally, hey man, like I said, these $650 were well worth it. There's certain things that you don't regret. And when you say best $5 or best $20 of my life that I spent in my life, well, I could say one of the best $656 I spent in my life. But like I said, this thing has been running for over plus 5 years, and it's going to a decade, 10 years, and it's still holding and growing strong. Gorilla Grow Tent. That's right. So, and that's cool. They made it more affordable. They made it more economical. And that's what it's all about, dude. You make them better, and you make them more affordable, more economical. And then as far as my SK600, the original model, that thing originally was retail $1,759, $1,759.99. Yeah, I know. And then they dropped it to $1,599. And then to like $1,200, and right now it's like $998, and yeah, so that's good. And then the Kind K5 1000 K series, yes, I got it when it really came out as well. It was like the Gorilla Grow, and yeah, I paid the original retail price. It was $2,288.99. And then they dropped it to $1,895, then to $1,695, and right now they come up with new models, new series, but then eventually they dropped it to like $1,200, and yeah. So these are the original prices, man. But yeah, but this is the original retail price for the 5x5x8. But like I said, it's worth every penny, literally. So it's pretty much. Yeah, it's paid for itself, man. It has paid for itself. It was a good investment. There you go. It was a good investment. That's the way you got to see it. It was a good investment. It is worth every penny. All right. So then another thing, as far as the weight. Look, I have a lot of notes here, man. A lot of precious notes. Yeah, trust me. Like, yeah, so another one is the maximum weight, which is true, the 300 pounds, because like I said, I have things in storage and a ceiling on top, and then I have run all of this stuff. And if you make the math, I gotta go get my phone. Alright, so I got my phone. We're gonna add this up, alright, how many pounds. And then that doesn't include, this is what's inside the Grow Tent, what I have done. And remember, I added more lights. Well, I got rid of the Kind. I still have it in storage. I'll show you guys. I'm still holding on to it. I'm going to reach out to Canna Coco, see if they could give me an upgrade, man. Because I know if I try to sell it, I'm not going to get nothing back. Probably, I mean, I've tried in the past, and some dude was offering me $500, dude. That was a joke. That was probably like 2 years ago. So yeah, so I'm still holding on to that light. But yeah, so the point is that right now it's different weight because I have different things. But for the most part, this is what I have weight run in the past. Okay, so now let's add it up. Alright, this is literally legit what I have ran. The equipment, the gear, and the actual weight. And I round it up, So let's do the math together. Oh, come on, phone. Alright, so 40 pounds plus 30 pounds. Those are the two light fixtures. Plus 20 pounds. That's the fresh filter, the 6x28 fresh filter. And then plus 15 pounds. My oscillating wall fan. And then plus my 10 pounds of the exhaust fan, and then plus 5 pounds of the clip fans, which I had. So that's pretty much 120. And then you could plus all the weight that I have added on top from that I'm using as storage. So as you can tell, man, this thing can support weight for sure, because obviously I already put 120 pounds, and like I said, it's like the day I bought it, they haven't warped, they haven't bent, nothing. They're solid, they're straight. Okay, so that's that. The weight distribution, and the weight capacity on it, and then what else? I know I have some other little papers right here, little notes, little things that I want to share with you guys. Okay, this I want to know. Okay. Pretty much it. That's my